Hey, what's up guys? This is Tyler with Simply Fragrance and back at it again with another video. Today I'm actually at the cologne store, so I'm in the back of the warehouse, so you'll have to forgive the audio. It's not gonna be the best that I want it to be, but it is what it is. So today I'm actually bringing you my top 5 gentleman classic scents, whether that's like a barbershop fougere or just an old classic gentleman type fragrance, something that your dad would have worn, maybe your grandpa, something that's just going to smell real classy and gentleman-like. So let's go ahead and get started with this, guys. I'm super excited. The first one I'm going to bring, some of the boxes still are in the cellophane wrapping just because it is a cologne store, and so just got to kind of deal with that. But this is Ralph Lauren Safari. Sorry, you can kind of see my phone in the background. But yeah, this is Ralph Lauren Safari, and it has kind of like this snake scale pattern on the box. It's like a brown snakeskin type design. It does say Safari Ralph Lauren. It does give the size and concentration, but we'll put that to the side. And look at this bottle. This is the bottle for the Ralph Lauren Safari, and this to me just screams elegant, classy, sophisticated. My word, as you know, swanky. It just means luxurious and kind of over the top. I love this bottle. This reminds me of kind of like a old container that you would use for like whiskey or scotch, something they'd use back in the day just to kind of make it really stand out. The cap has this little wooden top to it, real cheap plastic. Atomizer is really great on here. Go ahead and waste the spray. Boom. This stuff, oh my gosh, this stuff is so good. Guys, this to me is the epitome of like classy, sophisticated gentleman. I think that really honestly, if you're under the age of 20, really stay away from this stuff. You could potentially wear it, but I think that really this is for like 30 and above. I'm 28. I still think it smells a little too mature for me, but I still love it. I think this is great for like the spring, fall, and winter months. I think this is a little too spicy for the summer and maybe a summer's night, but I really honestly stay away from this from the summer. Occasions to wear this, I really think that if you're gonna wear this one, you really wanna be dressed up, like looking sophisticated, going on a date, going to like a show, maybe if you like live in like the bigger cities, like a Broadway show or a theater, somewhere in there, something like that, a wedding, formal dinner, something, kind of to that effect. So, yeah, I think that would suit the best for it. And the reason why I say that I would stay away from the summer are because of the notes in here. And some of the notes are going to be eucalyptus, bergamot, cedar, basil, cinnamon, and thyme. And then you also have a little bit of patchouli, sandalwood, and leather. And that leather really honestly kind of pops on the dry down. To me, what I really get is like just this kind of eucalyptus, almost medicinal smell at first. And then the bergamot kind of gives it a little bit of citrus in there, then that cedar wood really starts to kind of play, and then on the dry down I really get that leather, and so everything just kind of forms to just classic gentleman type elegant fragrance. This came out back in 1990, but this smells like something that you would smell back in like the 1920s, 30s, something like that. This kind of sort of has been compared a little bit to Creed's Boys to Portugal. I kind of sort of get that, but this really kind of has its own direction that it goes. So first one on the list, and these are in no particular order. These are just some of my favorites. So first one on the list is Safari by Ralph Lauren. The next one we're going to get into is more of kind of sort of like a barbershop fougere type fragrance. It doesn't really necessarily smell like shaving soap or shaving foam or barbasol or anything like that. It's just kind of got that fresh out the barbershop type scent, and this is probably a staple in some people's collection, and this is going to be Dior Eau Sauvage. This is the reformulated version. This came out back in, I believe, in the 1960s or 70s, and so this is definitely not that one, but this is the reformulated one. man, it still smells so good. It smells classy, timeless, not in the sense that it doesn't smell dated, but I think that if you are into the more fresh barbershop fougere type fragrances, that this should be in your collection. And this is probably a staple for a lot of your fathers and grandfathers. They probably wore this back in the day on the date nights and weddings and stuff like that. I think that this is really best suited for like spring, fall, winter. You probably could wear it in the summer. It's just going to be a little bit spicy for me. I think in the maybe a summer night, you could definitely wear it. This doesn't really have super solid projection. I get maybe like an hour and a half or so off of this, then it really starts to become a skin scent. And then the longevity, I only get about maybe 5-6 hours off of it. So that is kind of a downfall to it, but I love this stuff. This doesn't, like I said, smell really like a shaving soap or anything like that. It's like, it reminds me like whenever you go to the barbershop and they shave the back of your neck, they put that kind of oil on the back of your neck, and it's just that fresh, kind of not really leathery, just a real fresh haircut type smell. Some of the notes that are going to be in here are going to be lemon, bergamot, and rosemary. And then the heart, you have basil and jasmine. And then in the base notes, you have oak moss, sandalwood, and musk. And I think that this just rounds out to be just a real classic gentleman type fragrance. And then here's the box for that. It's just a white box, got the silver strap around it. It says Eau Sauvage, and then you have the Dior at the bottom. So moving on, this one actually I just smelled recently, probably a couple months ago, and I absolutely love it. This is going to be in my collection here very soon, and so I'm really excited to bring this to you. First, I'll go with the box. This is Azaro Pour Homme, and this came out back in the 70s, and this is on the back of the box. Just a little information about it. You do have the Azaro, it says Pour Homme, and then Azaro right there with their logo, size, concentration, and then go ahead and show you the bottle. The bottle is very classy. I love this. Got the black cap. It's got like this amber, golden brown type glass to it. And man, if you guys love the barbershop, soapy, like Barbasol shave soap, shave foam stuff, this is where you want to go. This stuff, oh my gosh, this stuff is so good. This smells exactly like really like just a Barbasol type shaving scent. I get a lot of the similarities to Barbasol, so that's why I like this so much. I know you can't really tell right now, but I do the wet shaving, and so I have the old school like shaving kits, the shaving brushes, all that, and this really reminds me of that. Some of the notes in here are going to be lemon, bergamot, lavender, jasmine, juniper berry, and then in the heart notes you have musk, sandalwood, amber, and tonka. This one, it's not super talked about, and I don't know why. Like, maybe it's just because it smells a little dated. It smells like back in the 50s and 60s whenever you just went to the barber, got a fresh cut, fresh shave. But I absolutely love this stuff. I get about 6 to 8 hours of longevity off of it. The first couple hours I get really good solid projection, and then I just honestly I just feel fresh, clean, and ready to take on the town with this stuff. It does smell, like I said, kind of like you're back in the 50s and 60s, but man, this stuff is so good. If you guys want a good barbershop fougere type fragrance, man, reach no further than this bad boy right here, Azaro Pour Homme Original. Go ahead and set this off to the side. And then the next one on my list is one that this is a big booty bottle. This is Paul Sebastian. And this to me is just a classic gentleman type fragrance. This one I think is kind of along the same lines as the Dior Eau Sauvage. They don't smell similar, but they have that same type of vibe. It's not really like a barbershop fragrance. It's just a classic gentleman type fragrance. And this one does twist off, and this is the splash. So they do have the spray, but this is the cologne splash. And so this was more popular probably back around in like the 60s, 70s, where they would dump it out, put it on their neck, and kind of that's how they would apply. So some of the notes in here are going to be sage, lavender, aramis, sandalwood, myrrh, and musk. And I must say that this is a very musk-heavy fragrance. I would say, honestly, if you're under the age of 30, stay away from this. Like, this stuff is meant for a mature, classic gentleman fragrance. If you can pull it off, by all means, go ahead. But I really think that you're going to smell very dated whenever you wear this. You're going to smell like an old man, essentially. But when this dries down, oh, man, this stuff is so good, so classy. I really, really enjoy this stuff. This is Paul Sebastian. This is the cologne splash. And then last but certainly not least, I love this stuff. I have a bottle of it myself. Super excited to bring it to you. This is going to be Creed Viking. Here is the box, nice ruby red box, the Creed logo at the top, Creed emblem right here, have a little Viking ship right here, and then on the back you do have a little information about the house. And then this looks like this is a 18E01. So as you guys know, with where'd it go? I just had it. Sorry, right here. 18E01 says it right there. It's kind of small print, but as you guys know, with Creed, it's all about the batch variation. So let's go ahead and bring out the bottle. This stuff is so good. You're gonna get rose, mint, sandalwood, and musk. This stuff is so freaking good. I love this stuff. If I was probably 10 years older, this probably would be my signature scent. I do love this. It's very classy, gentleman, sophisticated type smell. What's really going to get in the opening is going to be rose and mint, and that sandalwood's going to come in the background and really make this thing shine. I think that this is really kind of best suited for the fall, winter, early spring months. I think for the summer, this is just a little too spicy. I mean, you can probably rock it in the night, but man, this stuff is just classy, gentleman. I think that whenever you wear this, you're gonna feel sophisticated and you're gonna feel like $1 million. So guys, this is certainly last but not least. This is Creed Viking. All right, guys, this has been my top 5 classic gentleman type fragrances. If you liked it, be sure and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. I want honesty. Comment down below if you like these, if you don't like these, if you think something should have been on there that wasn't. But yeah, guys, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, comment down below what you guys want to see next, and we'll go ahead and see you guys next time. Remember, like I said, if you love it, who cares what they think? Wear what you like, not what they tell you you should. So, all right, guys, God bless.